entrance to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome to me cutting this bob on myself. Will I cut a finger off? Stay to the end of the video to find out. I don't know, we're about to find out together. Yeah, this is probably not the best idea, but I like to live on the edge, so here we go. Come along with me while I cut this bob on myself. My name is Jenna. I'm a freelance hair and makeup artist. I've been behind the chair for like half my life, 15 years. So this is not that scary, but it is a little bit because I don't have the same capability that I have on other people with my own self back here. You know, we're just gonna live on the edge a little bit, and this is gonna be my introductory to the main character, which ultimately is just me talking about life stuff and things that I get into with clients, whether it be product knowledge or trending styles, beauty standards, problems with the beauty industry, you know, just stuff that comes up in conversation. I like to talk about stuff like this. So come along with me on this incredibly manic journey of me cutting a bob on myself and telling you a little bit about me and my journey. So, yay. I'll also be taking you through my good friend Lacey. Has this beautiful hair care line called Lace Luxury Hair Care. We have a shampoo, a conditioner, primer, and density elixir. So I'll be styling and using this to shampoo and condition today. She recently reformulated and repackaged. Each product is clean and vegan. They're color, keratin, and extension safe. All around really great, beautiful beauty products. So I'm excited to try these out. Thank you, Lacey. My assistant today. This is what we're working with. Ugh. I'm really going for like here. There's a layer that's like in here somewhere that is perfect right here. I really want it to frame not right at my jaw, like an inch or two below, just because I have a ton of hair. But that like 90s rounded bob. So please God, let it work. So we have to talk about these two products, the shampoo and the medium to thick conditioner. I'm gonna start with the shampoo because, and I brought this towel, it's charcoal. My bathroom sucks with lighting, so this is as close as you're gonna get to me shampooing my hair with it. It feels incredible on your scalp. If you have hair that you use product on or you go days in between shampooing, have to shampoo more than once, and something like an activated charcoal is really gonna help you remove all of the product and the gunk that gets built up over days of wear. I don't like to shampoo as often, but when I do, I like to use something that's a little bit more clarifying because I'm going days in between and I'm using product throughout the week, like dry shampoo and whatnot, to get me through those days. So if you are like me, this is definitely a shampoo for you. It smells amazing and my scalp is very happy. I can tell that it just feels bright, which it's summer, and that's where we're headed at this point. This conditioner, too, smells like grapefruit, not gonna lie. I don't know if that's actually the scent that's in it. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It is light enough to comb it through. I don't love to use conditioner like root to end. I did today because I know I really would just want to like detangle as I cut, and I don't want to get stuck on any knots, so I kind of went a little heavier with the conditioner. Start with a pump or two and work it from your ends to mid and see how it goes. Lacey, you really snapped with these. Thank you. Look how easy that is with that beautiful conditioner. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I started doing hair when I was a kid, 14. Professionally now for 12 years. Yeah, and I will do this forever in different capacities, but I've really enjoyed building. For Instagram, I started at a salon. I live currently here in Pittsburgh. I started at a salon here in Pittsburgh after graduating cosmetology school in New York. I grew up as a kid in central Pennsylvania. I didn't decide to stay in New York because I had a relationship that led me here, and no longer, but I've stayed here for 11 years and this has definitely become home to me. I'm really thankful for my time here, and all of the people I've met in Pittsburgh. I've really found myself here as an artist and creative, and I've worked a handful of different jobs. I've taken the tour of Pittsburgh, truly. Starting with the first salon I worked at. I worked there for 7 years. I was behind the chair as I worked everything in that job. I was a front desk manager, an assistant, and worked my way up to be a stylist. Started my own business with a friend, two friends actually. Took that and ran with it for a year. That business didn't withstand time, but I did, and I've definitely continued to try to take my stab at entrepreneurship. I left the salon that I started at in 2017 or 18 and opened up a Sola, which is basically Pennsylvania's way of doing booth rental. So I had a studio by myself, ultimately closed that within a year and a half, I would say, because I really was able to start freelancing. I've been doing bridal hair since I was 14. I did my first wedding party. I started updo styling when I was 14, doing prom hair for my sister and the girls in my neighborhood. And after that, one of the girls got married right out of high school, crazy. And I did her entire wedding party. And I remember going home with like a check and telling my mom that that's what I wanted to do. My love for styling hair started when I was a kid and has really never stopped. So I can't sit still, and I like to have 25 different jobs, which is basically where I'm at today. I work with photographers, I work in the e-commerce space, I work with brands, anything truly that's creative that requires hair and makeup and even now content creation. That's why I'm here, and I also like to do really manic stuff on my own hair. So I have done every hair color, I think, but red, which is wild. I will experiment with that at some point in time. I had a really bad chemical overlap in 2017, maybe it was 2016, and my hair fried off to like here. Yes, I'm a hairstylist, and yes, it happened to me too. I had to do extensions in the process. I've grown my hair out since that, grew it to even longer than this, cut it, and now I'm just sitting here like, why do I even still have all this length? I think I just needed to prove it to myself that I could grow it back and that I have hair. So this is the most natural and mundane that my hair has been probably since high school. And even in high school I had highlights, so like ever, maybe. That's why we're doing this today. Here we go. I'm gonna separate this out and I'll be back. Okay, I'm sectioned, and I don't know if you can see me, but I have this like tri-fold mirror that is actually for cutting your own hair. I use it for in bridal season a lot, just for people to see the back of their head and like a full 360-degree angle, but I'm using it today for its actual intention, which is cutting your hair at home. So this was like 30 bucks on Amazon and worth every penny. I can see the back of my head. I have it all sectioned out. I'm gonna subsection all of this and then basically attack each section by section. If this angle is any better. The first few steps were a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. I had to do them off camera, but hopefully you can see this a little better. Y'all, for cutting this myself, that's epic. Oh my gosh, that feels so much better. So, okay, the idea of what I'm doing here is like every section I pull down over top of like the one I'm doing is gonna come down a little bit farther than like the section I just cut. For me, I have a ton of hair, and having a cut that is stacked like that is really helpful to not be super heavy. I'm already loving it. Oh man, I feel so much better right now. This has obviously been quite the experience so far, so I feel like I'm out of the woods. This is pretty comfy for me going forward. It's the back and this whole nape area that just like does not always turn out the best. Now it'll just be more or less making sure we're not getting lopsided. Oh, I'm so happy right now. She's cute. Now, you don't want to pinch it like that because you don't want the hair to pull like from either side, because that will create inconsistencies in the length. Because if you're pulling, it's creating longer, like the hair that's coming from here has a longer distance to travel. So you want to comb it down and even use your hand just kind of like this to get it flat on the head. And then I'm using my like index finger to kind of hold it taut. And then that is almost like a guide. See? I'm using a comb right now. I'm really living on the mother effing edge. Now notice how like my hand naturally wants to go down while I'm cutting that, but I know I have to keep my scissors straight. Yo, this is, what an entrance. What an entrance to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome to me cutting this bob on myself. Will I cut a finger off? Stay to the end of the video to find out. I don't know, we about to find out together. She's cute though, look at that. Giving like Alexa Demi energy. I really wanted to do this with brunette hair. I had a bob when I was like highlighted in blonde right around COVID times. I feel like a new person right now. I feel like that's what we gotta talk about. This makeover process that I'm giving myself is like, this is why I love doing what I do, because changing your hair is such a signal to yourself, to the world, to whoever that you are, you know, ready for a change, that it's time, that you've chosen something completely new. And I had a conversation yesterday with two women. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I work with a couple photographers, but I work with one in particular, Heather Tabacki, who is incredible. She has some really amazing people actually travel in to get her art style portraits done. And I have the joy of doing hair and content creation with her, and it's been so fun. And we had two beautiful women in yesterday who were talking about saying that she didn't wear makeup for a good year because she felt like it was masking something about herself. She didn't feel like she was coming at it from a way of amplifying beauty rather than trying to basically like hide it. So we want this particular channel on this page to be about embracing beauty and not using it as a mask, but using it as a tool and a means to amplify and speak creativity and beauty into life and into yourself. I think positive self-talk is such a huge thing. The way that we engage with beauty and the way we engage with each other and ourselves through beauty is such a conversation to be had about why we're doing it and what standards we're upholding and who we're appeasing by putting makeup on and how good you feel. It should be a form of expression rather than a form of hiding yourself or masking yourself, and it should be liberating. Like, this is so liberating for me right now. I really just needed a change, and I don't take lightly the fact that I can sit here with a pair of scissors behind my back and cut my own hair. I mean, like, there's so many people and so many women and anybody, I mean, regardless of gender, who have made a way for themselves through self-expression and through beauty, fashion. And I want to create a space where we can just talk about that and enjoy rather than feel like we need to make ourselves feel whole or, you know, just, sorry, that was scary. Yeah, doing scary, you know, like in the name of just self-expression and beauty. And even if this isn't the most perfect haircut that I've ever done, it's more the fact that like I trust myself enough to do it. And I think that that's where we need to go in self-expression, is just being able to trust yourself enough and trust the stylist that you have hired to help you if you've hired somebody, or if there's something you want to take on yourself. I'm here to give you the truth about it. I really want to talk about how people communicate with their stylists, and you know, there's a lot of communication errors I think that happen in the beauty world, especially if you're like between a provider and a consumer. There's a lot of jargon that as a stylist I can use, but as a consumer, you have no clue what I'm talking about, and that's not really the point. Being able to have intelligent conversations where it benefits both the people in the chair and the people behind it. We all want the same goal, which is to feel like a bad, you know? Like, and I don't know what's happening. I'm unlocking something with this haircut right now. So we're on to Chapter 2. That was the back and the underneath. I mean, that is not bad. I did not think that was gonna go that well. And I'm not incredibly uneven. I might razor this a hair just because I can. Let's do that. I am standing in a pile of my own hair at this point, but we are on the home stretch and I could not be happier. This was a chaotic decision and I think it paid off. I feel brand new right now, and I really needed that little jolt of energy. And if I'm crooked in the back and I'm gonna analyze this haircut indefinitely when I watch this video back, I have friends that can help me to fix it. So don't be a dumb like me and try this at home, but also do experiment and love yourself and have fun with beauty, and don't feel like you have to do it for anybody other than yourself, because you don't. That's the whole fun of self-expression. We're supposed to be in this place where we can enjoy life and enjoy ourselves, and there's a clip back there. That would make sense as to why that wasn't working out. We can enjoy ourselves without feeling like we have to do it for another person, or approval of somebody else, or whatever it is. Y'all, I'm really just, by the end of these, I'm just like, that's really bad. Okay, it feels like it's real now. Holy shit, I really just did that. Okay, that was probably not. Don't do this. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that during this video, but like, don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing here. Just be yourself, but also seek professional help in whatever ways that means, especially therapy, because I probably should have went that route before I started hacking off at my own hair here. But hey, we did it. I'm not sad about it. Wow, it's really cute. Okay, I gotta stop cursing. This is going on YouTube. Yep, should have done that like months ago. Wait till I blow this out. I'm lit. Oh, I got a bob. I will say too, especially right in this little corner here, that's usually a problem area for a lot of people. I would say cut it longer and you think you need it. Bye. Bye. Call me Edna. Cause I be bossing around with this bob. Ooh. Now, if I can nail this lengthwise on both sides, please refrain from speaking to me or looking directly at me for at least a week, because I deserve respect for this haircut. Wow, dude. If you're thinking about becoming a hairstylist, just know the power you hold. It's, yeah, I feel like incredible. I really do. All right, let's finish this. First of all, I am covered in my own hair, but whatever. Look at this bob. I look like Cousin It. Are you serious? I really did that today. Oh, okay. All right, I want to blow this out and come back. I might texturize a little bit, finish it up. I don't know. I gotta like really take a peek off camera, but I'm just a little shooketh. Okay. One, my hair feels amazing. That blow dry primer and density elixir combo, my hair feels amazing. I'm like really impressed with my bob cutting skills on myself here. She's cute. I'm gonna do my makeup and take some pictures. I'm also gonna link my code to Lacey's products so you can get a discount. But shop on her website at laceluxuryhaircare.com. Get the whole system. Honestly, my hair feels incredible. Turn up. Yep.
Oh my
I
god,
was in my
skip
kitchen.
what?
I was literally doing this in my kitchen today. I was like,
God, that's so funny.
What?
Yes. That's
so
why.
Robert, signal Bob. I always do some stuff to my eyes that I would never even attempt.
Isn't that crazy how we all just see different things
Yep.
on each other? So interesting how, to me, like how people perceive themselves and other people perceive you. Yeah, I mean,
Themselves,
with
like-
hair too, like it's just,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. You've done that with your hair. Like when they both come together, you know, is like the magic.
Reinvent and reinvent and reinvent.
I wish you could kind of see this like profile. There we go. That is the shape right there. But I wanted to put it the other way. Really quickly, let me see the other side. Yes. Yeah, push your hair back. And right here. Right there.
Art, honey.
Yeah, right there.
Art.
And create that angle. That tone right there. And that was how you create a nice subtle lift. You need also on your arch of your brow. From the top you need some highlight. And that is going to give us really nice.
I feel like I'm sunken in above my eyebrows. Is that
So am I.
weird?
Look.
Is that weird?
Yeah, do you see this? Like it goes
So-
like inwards.
so I should
Some people
highlight?
have like flat heads. Like
I always
we
be
have
contouring right
dimension.
here,
Yeah, don't contour because you don't really need to. It goes. If anything, you need to highlight because you
Do I
want to
need
push
it
that.
here or
push that
here
forward.
and here?
So like right. So like right here, I'm gonna do even a lighter color. Right here is where if like if we could pop a little bit of concealer
Yep, I see it.
along the edges because it then you know like it
Yeah.
gives us like it gives us a nice top like on the head. It doesn't work on like flat faces, you know. If your face is completely flat, like it won't do anything really.
I do not have black.
Yeah, no, you don't have a flat face at all. It has a lot of dimensions. And then we need to bronze. So bronzing, you want to place this. I love these brushes. These are gorgeous. By e.l.f.
Yes, you told me. Wait, by e.l.f.?
Yeah, these are by e.l.f. The putty blush brush. They just put those
Ooh.
out because I love their putty blushes. And
Okay.
they put out like specific
I
brushes.
never knew what brush to really use. I like bought the putty blush or the putty blushes, but like
Yeah,
they're
they
kind
made
of
a brush.
weird consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made a brush to go
So I
with
need to
it.
get that
yeah,
brush
so
every time.
I really like that to blend like my cream products because when there's dual fiber, that means the product is gonna be sheer.
Yeah.
Like it shears it out. Slowly bring the bronze to the eye over here, and then into your face.
Ah.
And blush, I like to also apply with like a dual fiber brush.
I don't know. Holy sh**.
I'm creating angles now because your hair has is
Mm,
angular, you know. So I'm really giving like.
That's why I think I just needed I need a cut that has shape to it.
Yeah.
Because I have really pronounced features.
Yeah,
Whole
like
idea
your
of,
cheekbones, like they're high,
yeah.
they're angular, you know.
Well, and even like picking length for this, you have to almost look at it like contouring too, where I don't want it to sit at my jaw or like
Yeah.
somewhere in here. I don't know, like.
Well,
you
there's
don't want it
math.
to-
You know, with hair, there's math and like geometry, you know.
That's literally all it is.
Yeah,
Angles.
yeah, it really is, and like you really
Shapes
have
and
to.
angles.
You have to pay attention to like how those things affect your facial structure.
Yeah. But in the same way that you contour and you add depth and highlight. It's like the same thing with your hair.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's what I say like all the time. Like, like I hate hairstyles that don't give me height.
Yes.
Because like I'm first short, my face is round, like so
And
I
your
have to have
color.
volume in the top, you know. But like also when there is like my hair is deeper on the sides, like
The
top.
contrast of the top
Mhm.
really draws your eye up.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense.
But that's just something I figured out like just by knowing if it looks good or what I like, you know, like I've never. I wish you could go to somewhere where people would like literally like, take a scale.
That's so that's why I really, and especially the whole idea of opening up conversation through social media and doing YouTube and whatnot, like that's the whole idea is like people are really doing those color theory things where they're going and getting like the season. Have you seen people who've been doing that?
I
a lot?
think
It's
that
been
should
around
be a
forever.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
been around forever.
Well, that's what we did in stores.
Oh,
like, you
my
know?
first salon when I worked in my hometown did that class, and I forget what I think I was like a winter or a spring or something. Just to know that this is what fits you rather than like this is what you like or aesthetically. You know what I mean? Like you might be drawn to the color orange, but it's not the best color to like sit on your skin or
No, yeah.
whatever. So
well,
same
that's,
thing. It's
yeah.
like you might like a structured bob, but your haircut and your hair texture doesn't really support that shape.
Yeah.
So you really have to like play
If you have
it
a long face, like a bob does nothing.
It's like where beauty needs to be. It's like let's stop trying to be each other and let's just like look at ourselves and be like, what's the best version? And how
That's
do I
how-
accentuate
That's how
my
it used
shit?
to be. Like vintage makeup is
Yeah.
like that. They like
We
did
lost it.
They-
Stop trying to be everybody else.
This makeup technique that I'm using, it's old as like.
That's why I use a
face
Marcel
that way.
iron. Is it truthfully those techniques and like how people set hair in the 20s and 30s is like
They have mastered it already. Like it's already mastered. Like
that's-
why are we
we're
not?
not reinventing
Yeah,
the
why
wheel.
are we? Yeah, but why? Why are we so gung ho about trying to be like so original? There's nothing original.
I had this conversation about technique and the loss of technique at this point where people trying to go away from technique and try to have whether it's relevancy or it's do a trend. Like I feel like it's low hanging fruit, if you will, sometimes with
That's why I cringe.
Yeah.
You know, which is also it deters me from
For
making
sure.
videos sometimes. But honestly, I'm like, you know, I know what I'm talking about.
But there's people who are doing, and you have such talent, bringing that talent and that voice, and also the idea of being passionate about giving women empowerment.
Yes.
And all of that is such a beautiful narrative to lump into. Also,
But
giving
that's really
makeup
it
and
though,
whatnot,
you know,
too.
like to me, like literally women,
It's like more of an experience than it's just like a face.
literally just feed me, you know, like in every like literal figurative way, like women are like just nurturing and they're nurturing you even when they're not nurturing you, you don't even realize, you know, and I feel like that's it's just overlooked sometimes, you know, and like I just hate that.
Yeah, I think women are naturally nurturing and giving,
And they don't have to be, you know, and that's the thing. It's like,
no,
but
we're
they,
expected to be. Though.
yeah, exactly. You
For
know,
sure.
it's like a learned behavior for so many people to just be that way, to be liked by someone, you know, to
We
like
gotta
be like,
really like turn that
yeah,
in
exactly,
on ourselves.
exactly, and but,
like
so
love
I,
ourselves.
like I love just, you know, like being someone who just
We need
knows,
people like you to give.
knows like is
Giving me
able
the
to
joy
just
today.
expect women's needs and like wants like and deliver and not hold these like stupid standards
It's like the
for
whole
women,
point.
you know, like it just sucks.
Well, and I recorded like during all of this was talking about how I had a conversation with two women the other day about one stopped wearing makeup for like a year, and she said it was because she felt like she was using it as a masking tool rather than like a
Yeah.
form of self-expression.
But isn't that crazy
and
to come to that realization?
The acknowledgement of that is so huge, and
That's
I think that
major.
we
That's
all
iconic.
are looking in the mirror to acknowledge who we're doing this for, and for me, it's like that's why I texted you today because I'm like, for me. This has
Yeah.
been for me. I cut my hair out for me. I am doing, you know, like all of this is for
Yeah.
self-expression, and I think
But that's such a
the
hard
point. Like
well,
that's the point.
But here's the thing, but like women live in the world where they need permission to even do that.
Exactly.
You know, like
That's why I love working on set, especially in like a women's empowerment type of photo shoot setting.
I agree,
regularly,
I agree.
because I get to have these conversations a lot with people. A lot of the time, we ask people like, what brought you into doing this today? And a lot of the time, it's just because people decide that it's something that they deserve. And I said that to somebody the other day who was like saying that they were going to seek counseling. And I'm like, I hope you get the counseling that you you deserve, because I think that we all, whether it's a photo or it's therapy or it's a haircut, we deserve that, especially when we give so much to other people all the time. And are expected to give
people
to other
who
people.
take care of other people,
The only
especially
person that can give back to you wholeheartedly and will make a point to do it all the time is you.
Yeah, isn't that so wild?
Period.
Like exactly, and that gives me chills. Just
Yeah.
like to just even know,
It's a
like, you know,
choice.
it's just like.
An active choice of love every single day.
But like nobody teaches us these things. Like, why am I left to figure this shit out by myself? You know, like.
Nobody's talking
But
about
it's
it.
like, yeah, exactly. Why aren't we?
Nobody's talking about
Why aren't we talking?